not frivolous. It's guidance. When we choose joy, we choose alignment. We choose presence. We choose energy that uplifts, not drains. You begin to notice it in more than clothes. You'll hold an old book and ask, "Do I keep this because I love it, or because I feel guilty letting it go?" You'll scroll through your phone and ask, "Does this app, this post, this contact spark joy or anxiety?" And slowly, you're not just decluttering your home, you're decluttering your life. Welcome back to East and West Shared Stories, where timeless wisdom from both hemispheres comes together to help you live a life of balance, beauty, and meaning. If this is your first time here, we're honored to have you. Please like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a story that might just shift the way you see the world. What if folding your clothes could bring you peace? What if organizing a drawer could help you let go of guilt, anxiety, or even grief? To many in the West, tidying is a dreaded task, a chore on a to-do list. But in Japan, and through the teachings of Marie Kondo, tidying becomes an act of mindfulness, gratitude, and emotional clarity. It becomes a way to align your outer world with your inner one. This is the psychology behind Japanese tidying. And today, we unfold its quiet power. Let's begin with a scene. You walk into a room that's cluttered. Clothes piled on a chair, boxes under the bed, drawers barely closing. You feel tension, even if you don't realize it. Because clutter whispers constantly. It says, "You haven't dealt with this." It says, "You're behind." It says, "You're not in control." But then, you tidy. Not quickly. Not while rushing. You fold one shirt. You run your hand gently across the fabric. You thank it for serving you, and you place it neatly where it belongs. You do this again, and something inside you shifts. Your breath slows. Your mind clears. You are here, present, peaceful. This is not just cleaning, this is therapy. Marie Kondo's method, known as the KONMARI method, is more than technique. It's philosophy. It teaches us to ask, does this spark joy? And not just about clothes, but about everything. That question becomes a filter for life. It helps us evaluate what we truly want to keep, not just in our homes, but in our thoughts, our habits, and our relationships. Minimalists love this because it gives permission to let go. Without guilt, with intention, with respect. There's a deep cultural layer behind it. In Japan, tidying is infused with Shinto beliefs. That objects carry energy, that space deserves purity, that what we own reflects how we live. Folding clothes isn't mechanical, it's ritual. Each fold is a bow of gratitude, each drawer a shrine of care, each act a declaration. I respect this space, and I respect myself. Western psychology is catching up to this. Studies show that clutter increases cortisol, that messy environments impair focus, that disorganization leads to emotional overwhelm. But tidying, especially when done mindfully, does the opposite. It grounds us, it soothes the nervous system, it becomes an anchor when life feels adrift. So why does folding matter? Because it's intentional motion. It forces us to slow down. It reconnects our hands with our attention. It shifts our brains from scattered to centered. And folding, unlike stuffing or hanging, gives shape to the shapeless. It transforms fabric into form. It brings dignity to even the smallest things. That act trains us to bring order to our inner chaos. Gently, repeatedly, respectfully. And what about the joy? Why spark joy? Because joy is not frivolous. It's guidance. When we choose joy, we choose alignment. We choose presence. We choose energy that uplifts, not drains. You begin to notice it in more than clothes. You'll hold an old book and ask, do I keep this because I love it, or because I feel guilty letting it go? You'll scroll through your phone and ask, does this app, this post, this contact spark joy or anxiety? And slowly, you're not just decluttering your home, you're decluttering your life. In Japanese tidying, there is no shame. You're not punished for owning too much. You're gently invited to see clearly and to choose again. No comparison, no perfection, just process. It's not about how your room looks. It's about how your soul feels when you sit in it. Does it breathe with you or weigh on you? Does it support who you're becoming or hold on to who you used to be? These are not organizing questions. They're healing ones. And here's the secret. Once you feel this shift, you can never go back. Folding becomes sacred. Letting go becomes love. Tidying becomes transformation. And the more you practice it, the more joy you begin to allow, not just in drawers, but in daily life. This is why people around the world are folding like Kondo. Because they're tired of being overwhelmed. They're ready for clarity, for presence, for space that finally feels like home. At East and West Shared Stories, we believe the outer world reflects the inner one, and that sometimes a quiet practice from another culture can speak the truth we've been waiting to hear. So if this story touched you, slowed you down, or sparked joy in your heart, like this video, share it with someone who needs calm, and subscribe to our channel for more stories that soften the noise of life and deepen the meaning of it. Until next time, fold with love, release with grace, and always keep what sparks joy.